memorial in the country that was built to honor African American veterans of World War I.
Hidden in the small coal town of Kimball, West Virginia, stands a memorial honoring black soldiers who served during World War I. In a place facing poverty and decline, this monument tells a powerful story of courage, sacrifice, and a history that deserves to be remembered. Now, this memorial is the only memorial for black World War I soldiers in the country, in the whole country. And it's here in Kimball, West Virginia, of all places. See, I'll read that. Y'all can pause if you want to read it. I ain't gonna stay on this too long. We're gonna keep it moving. If you're looking for the business hours, they got a poster right here up on the door. They're open Monday through Sunday. No, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. There's 2 cars here, so I know somebody's still here. But I wish I can go inside and get a little bit more information. Now, from my understanding, Kimball, it's a very small community, very poor community. But the black coal miners here, he said the black coal miners here made more money than any other black people in America because of the coal. Now, the white coal miners and the black coal miners, for whatever reason, had to go see different doctors. So they have to have a hospital for, I forgot the guy's name. I'm gonna get that to you later in the video. But I think the Coal Miners Coalition came to him and said, hey, can you treat all the black coal miners? And they were paying for it and everything. I just remember somehow they ended up getting sued. The black doctor sued them. I guess they weren't paying him to treat all the patients. I got it in my notes, but hopefully somebody in the town can chime in on that right there. But yeah, in this small little town, they had the black coal miners, black people in general, made the most money right here in West Virginia. So if you was back then, I would say probably around the 20s and 30s, if you was in West Virginia, you was balling out of control. Blue Star Memorial, a tribute to the armed forces that have defended the United States of America.
This is the first and only memorial in the country that was built to honor African American veterans of World War I.
See, I didn't know that.
You're not the only one, I promise you. We even have people here that don't know that.
That's why I'm here filming.
So that's the thing. So I don't know. Anyway, let me just give you a quick tour, if you like.
Oh yeah.
And then that way you know that there are black people in McDowell County. So I can't believe that you've never heard of Keystone.
Never. I heard the TV show called, is the Keystone a TV show?
Oh, I can't tell you about that.
Or Tombstone is one of them stones.
So when did you find out about Norfolk?
Riding through there.
You didn't stop? Did you not see the sign that says that Norfolk Great Championship basketball?
I saw 2 black people walking and my mouth dropped. Like, what is y'all doing out here?
Because you didn't think black people lived in West Virginia?
I sure didn't. I mean, I ain't that naive to think they know black people in the whole state, but I didn't know where y'all was at for like that. I'm telling you, ChatGPT told me to come here. I ain't know nothing about no West Virginia.
They told you to come here?
Because I asked ChatGPT to give me some stories I can do, and they spit out like 10. But this was the one that stood out because it said something about the Black Memorial. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, I never heard that, so how many other people never heard of that?
A whole lot. I also want you to know that, yes, there are black people in West Virginia. This is McDowell County. You came through Mercer County.
I did.
Yes, I know you did. Now, as far as McDowell County goes, once upon a time, McDowell County was popular because of the mining, coal mining, U.S. Steel.
You know what I saw? I saw that the black people here made more money than all the blacks in the country because of the mining.
You had different people migrating here, not only blacks, but different, what's the word I need?
Ethnicities?
Huh?
Ethnicities?
Yeah, different cultures, as you say, came here because of the mining,
Mm-hmm.
That's where they made money.
Right.
My father migrated here from Jackson, Georgia. And so, you know, this is it. You have people coming from all over because coal mine is booming. Now it's a different story,
Right.
you know. Tourism seems to be the thing here in McDowell County right now. Are you an ATV enthusiast, or have you ever heard
I
of
did see.
ATV?
I saw a whole lot of ATV signs up in the road.
Well, believe it or not, we have, would you believe, that we have the #1 trail system in the United States right here in this county? But anyway, getting back to this building. This building is the first and now the only remaining memorial that was built to honor African American veterans of World War One. Notice I said World War One.
That's
Um, the building was dedicated in February 1928. So it's been here since then, 1928.
wow.
The building came into disrepair in the late 80s, early 90s, but we were fortunate enough to get money from the late Senator Robert Byrd, Nick Joe Ray Hall, Walmart, you know, some of those people to have the building restored.
Walmart pitched in.
Yeah. Now, as some people, they come in and they want to know, well, has this always been a Veterans Memorial? Yes, it has. I don't know if you paid any attention to the sign at the top of the building.
I sure
It has
did.
always been a Veterans Memorial. Now, you probably wonder, how did we get here? Well, when the soldiers came back from the war, let's start with the white soldiers. When they came back from the war, they approached the county court to build them a memorial. And so they were told to go out and find a location, which they did down here in Welch. But that location no longer exists. There was a fire and it destroyed it. So when the black soldiers returned, they in turn did the same thing. They approached the county court to build them a memorial. So they only had two locations in mind, Kimball and Welch. They couldn't find anything in Welch, and so here we are. We're in Kimball. Now, the largest crowd in the history of Kimball gathered for the dedication of this memorial. Of the 440,000 African Americans that fought in World War I, 1,500 was from McDowell County. Now, think about the time of World War I, segregation. I mean, these guys volunteered. And so, this is our exhibit. It opened November the 13th, 2010. It was done by Dr. Joel Beeson and his madam and classmates from West Virginia University. Okay? And I'll tell you, make sure you get this. I love that. We return from fighting, we return fighting. This is our oral history room here. So we invite anybody that has had any association at all with this memorial to come in and give us their stories with what they dealt with in terms of visiting the memorial. Okay? Now, I will say this, at one point, this building used to house all kinds of African American history, birth certificates, veterans papers, all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't know how far you went in Kimball, but back in the day, as you can see, Kimball used to be a pretty big place. As a matter of fact, they tell me that anywhere in Kimball, especially, you could go to New York and buy whatever. You could do the same thing here in Kimball. You know, all kinds of stores and different things, the taxis, all that stuff.
So this is
located here.
a replica of the whole town?
This is a replica of some of what Kimball used to be before the floods. Okay, and this model was put here by Dr. Atkins. That's his picture over there. He was from here, and then of course he became a professor at Kent State. And when he retired, he said he wanted to do some modeling. And of course, this is the result of his modeling. All right. Now, an interesting story about this is when Dr. Akins came, he walked the one-way street, which is where we are, and he looked over, saw the buildings, and he went back home. And you know, sometimes our eyes and things can play tricks on us. And I guess he couldn't remember something. So he came back, and this time he brought his camera. And of course, as you can see, this is what he took. And then we had the back-to-back floods, 2001, 2002. And a lot of that no longer exists because of the floods.
Wow.
And a lot of the people that were here, they have since migrated to other places. And so listen, this building has 3 floors. It has always had 3 floors. Now, as far as location, this kitchen area used to be located upstairs. But of course, during the restoration, they decided to move it downstairs. Okay? So, the building now serves as a type of community center. So you can rent the building out. You can rent whatever floor you like to have your activity. As you can see, we have a state-of-the-art commercial kitchen, all stainless steel, you know. So when you have your event, you can prepare your meal here, or as most people do now, they just have it catered. Okay? Now, have you ever heard of Emmanuel Stewart?
Yeah, the boxing trainer?
Yes!
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Emmanuel Stewart, this is where he was from.
Really?
Yes!
Emmanuel from Kimball.
Emmanuel Stewart, he lived in Carsville. As a matter of fact, some of his family still live here in McDowell County, in Carsville.
You know how I know his name?
No.
Because I'm a boxing trainer.
No.
I got 6 people fighting this Saturday.
Who was that?
Well, I got some amateurs. They're all fighting Saturday.
Where?
We're fighting in, this week is Maryland. Usually we go to PA, but this time it's in Maryland.
In Maryland?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But I want you to know that Emmanuel Stewart was from here.
That's crazy. Okay. My other trainer, he's going to be hyped to hear that.
Well, I want you to know, because there used to be a little boxing ring back there in the corner. And like I said, this is where he got it from. So, you know, before the fire, that's what happened to the building. There was a fire in the late 80s, early 90s that destroyed the building. The restoration of the building took place on the inside. The board members wanted the outside to remain as is. And that's what happened here. Okay. Now, this area, as I said, used to be located on the top floor, but during the restoration, they decided to move it down on the bottom floor. As I said before, the building is used like a community center. Now listen, if I could give you the building and hold your activities free, I would, but you know that we have to pay the light bill just like you do. And so when they come in and rent the building, this is the floor that they normally rent out. And you probably can see why. Yeah. So this building, as far as activities, we've had full weddings here, wedding receptions, baby showers. Board of Education has used it for trainings. Parents have used it to give their kids a graduation party. Churches have used it. You know, businesses have used it. So we have different activities here. We've had dinner theater, we've had book signings. I mean, we've had a host of activities. However, we'd love to have more. So we want people to come and visit us. Now, the furthest away visitors that we've had from Australia.
Australia.
And Germany. People go back home and they tell them about, you know, West Virginia. And of course, when they come, they want to come and see me. Yay. And I look forward to seeing them as well. But getting back to our visitors from Australia, we had a couple, they followed the Coal Heritage Trail. We are on that trail. As a matter of fact, they were on their honeymoon. And then we had a guy to come in. He drives trains in Australia. He loves mines. So is this not the perfect place? Definitely. This is the perfect place.
Most definitely.
And every 5 or 6 years, he says he saves up enough money to come here. And so, hey, it's time for him to get back.
So he's saving up his money to come to West Virginia.
Yes, yes. I mean, you don't know anything. Listen, like I said, this is coal mining country. Trains still ride up and down the tracks, you know?
Is any
So,
mining still going on in Kimball?
well, we've got some little mines that are, situated
I tell you
off
one
the.
thing I seen too. It said, being that you spoke of Walmart donating to help keep this place renovated, I seen that Walmart had closed down the Walmart that was
Yes.
here. How did that affect everybody here?
Oh Lord, honey, you just wouldn't believe it. I mean, not only was I shocked, but I'm sure everybody else was shocked because they said that they didn't make enough money here. But I want you to know that for me, I don't believe it. I don't believe it because there is lots of money in McDowell County. But anyway, this building was also used as a school because, as a matter of fact, the school burned, and so the kids came here for school. You ever heard of Camp Basie, Cab Calloway, Louis Armstrong?
Louis Armstrong.
Have you ever heard of the Chicken Chitlin Circus?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
They perform here on this stage. I want you to know they performed here on this stage, okay? Have you ever heard of John Ellison? He
No.
sings or made the record Some Kind of Wonderful.
Yes.
He performed here. So we invite all you people to come on down and perform here. We have the stage area. So, like I said, this is us, and we look forward to all visitors.
This memorial is more than stone and names. It represents black men who served their country with courage and pride. Kimball may be small, but its history is powerful. This place exists. This history matters, and it deserves to be seen. Come to Kimball, visit this memorial, and honor the legacy for yourself.